Today, we're testing Gemini's 3.5 Flash versus GPT's 5.5. Now, hear me out. Apples to apples, this is not going to be a fair fight. GPT 5.5 arguably is going to be the winner in most all verticals. However, I wanted to test the two side by side with very minimal input, no PRD, just a brief overview of what we want to build, who we're building it for, and we're going to let the models think for themselves. So, without squirrel ado, let's build. All right, so as you can see here on the screen, I have the anti-gravity CLI on the left-hand side and the OpenAI Codex CLI on the right side. We have GPT-5.5 set to low, and then we have Gemini's new 3.5 Flash set to high. Now, the prompt for today is we're gonna set the stage first, right? This is a setup prompt. I'm gonna build 3 artifacts for a single business today, a Bay Area HVAC pros, a residential HVAC company serving Oakland, Berkeley, and Alameda. The 3 artifacts are a customer-facing landing page to convert homeowners into booking service calls, an internal dispatch dashboard for managing technicians and jobs, and then an embeddable HVAC sizing calculator for the marketing site. All 3 should share the same brand identity. Pick a clean, trustworthy visual style and apply it consistently across all 3 artifacts. We'll build them one at a time, set up the project structure however you see fit for working on all 3. When you're ready, tell me how you'd like to organize the directory and what brand decisions you're making. Then we'll start with artifact 1. So I'm just going to copy that there. We're going to paste it here, and we're going to paste it here. And as you can see, I do have these in the same demos directory here, but then I have AGY for anti-gravity and GPT for GPT's code base there. And listen, I'm not going to do too much back and forth because the purpose of today's demonstration is to really test the capabilities of each model to kind of think for itself. So, if you're following this video or following these prompts for your business, this is where you get specific as to incorporating any assets, your logo, your preferred typography, your color scheme, your primary, your secondary, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm just going to let the models think for themselves and build away with these surface level prompts. Okay, looks good. Here's the first artifact. Grab this one here. Looks good. Here's the first artifact. Now we're just going to let them get to work. Now, some of you might be just fuming right now, saying that this is not a fair fight. Yes, GPT 5.5, you can't compare this apples to apples, right? But I really wanted to put it up against GPT 5.5 on the low reasoning model. I think we already know who the winner is going to be, but I have a feeling Flash is going to surprise us in some aspects, and that's the purpose of this demo. Purpose of this demo isn't to compare it shot for shot, expecting Flash to keep up. It's to see how much can Flash keep up, right? Can it do a good job? Or is it only useful for certain tasks? Also, make sure to host this project on port 3030. I'm just going to add that note there. Also, make sure to host this project on port 3031. And the reason is I've already took the liberty to open up 2 tabs side by side so that once the previews are ready, they're easy to load up. Looks like, Gemini's 3.5 Flash finished very, very fast. No pun intended. It's like it flashed across our eyes here. So let's just load that. Launch site. Interesting. All right. Looks like GPT finished shortly after. Very interesting. So initial thoughts, I have to lean Gemini. It didn't get the styling right here, but I love this banner across the top, right? A clear call to action for anybody not wanting to scroll down through a website and just contact right away. Clear, 24-hour emergency perks, whatever your perks are for whatever your industry is. I'm impressed. I was not expecting Flash to win here. Obviously, there's a few little things that I would critique over. However, overall, Like the styling, this feels off here. Too plain. I mean, it's decent. Listen, this requires a lot of touch-ups, but like when you're comparing this side by side, I mean, it's clear the one on the left is the winner, right? Minus some vibe coding, some tweaking. So, wow. All right, I'm impressed. Now, let's move on to artifact number 2, shall we? This is something a little bit more complex, right? We want to build out a dispatch dashboard with a lot of features. It's more of an internal tool for the business owner, right? So we're not going to read through the entire prompt. We're just going to bam, bam. Now, one other thing we're not going to compare here is cost. You know, you can go find a dozen, if not 100 other channels who are comparing the spreadsheet of cost of how many in per how many out. That's not what we're doing today. All right. We're using our subscriptions. I do have a Google AI Ultra subscription where I'm testing the 3.5 Flash. And I also have the OpenAI Pro subscription where I'm testing the GPT 5.5 on the low reasoning because I thought that that would give it more of a fair fight. Because GPT 5.5 overall, in my opinion, is the better model. However, that's not what we're debating today. We're debating whether or not Gemini's 3.5 Flash can get the job done, period. And for all of you PRD fiends out there, I understand. If you're building something for production, you always take the time to do a PRD. The problem with a PRD in this side-by-side comparison is we wouldn't be testing the models based off of their capabilities to think for themselves, right? We're at that point, we're only testing the model to follow directions, to follow instructions, right? So that's why I didn't want to go down the direction of a PRD for this demo. I really wanted it to be as vibe friendly as possible. Wow. Gemini's 3.5 Flash finished incredibly quick again. So dispatch dashboard, whereas GPT's 5.5 is still working. Listen, now I'm leaning GPT's 5.5 here just because it nailed it. Let's open up Gemini's 3.5 Flash first. Okay, this is cool. This feels out of place, right? This nav header feels very out of place. I would have liked to see it slim like this one here. Obviously, these are things we can vibe. You know, these are quick pulse checker modules, so to speak. The technician fleet schedule. Okay, and you know, okay, we can select on route, scheduled, on site. Okay, unassigned, cheat sheet. Okay, cool. So we can drag things between installers. Got some great basic functionality here. Job reassigned. Open the landing page in a new tab, book a service, and watch it pop up here instantly. Cool. So Gemini understood the mission here. The mission was to first create the landing page, then create a dashboard for the landing page to capture those leads and assign them, right? So interesting. Listen, it's not horrible. I have a few little minor tweaks to it that I'd love to make, but let's move over to GPT's 5.5, shall we? And look at this. Okay. So we don't get a cheat sheet here, which would have been nice. Drag and drop friendly. That's great. We can add a job manually. Okay. Now I wonder 99999999. Check availability. Okay, so this functionality doesn't work here. And one thing I suppose we should also do is test the functionality here as well. So schedule online now. Next step. Ooh, you know, I didn't pay attention, but it has this really cool onboarding thing here. Wow. Listen, I'm impressed. Marcelo, 999, 999, 999. Verify details, confirm and dispatch. Okay, a lot of weird styling here. But let's now go and check the board, shall we? Let's see. It looks like it didn't work. Okay, and that's fine, right? But overall, on the surface, It's working. We just have to wire things together properly. Okay, interesting. You know, I gotta say, like, I love the simplicity of GPTs here. This one definitely looks better, but it's not like GPT nailed it where it's supposed to be a dashboard just to simplify managing what technician has what job. I think GPT nailed it here. It did a far better job, in my opinion. The styling leaves room for improvement for sure, but nevertheless, I'm going to have to give GPT-5.5 the upper hand there. Now, this is a fun one. We're going to build out an HVAC sizing calculator. So we're just going to copy this last prompt and we're going to build that there and we're going to paste that there. GPT actually finished first for the first time. Interesting, right? When it came to building out a tool, a useful tool, GPT nailed it. It was quick, but Flash is still working. I gotta say, between the two CLIs, maybe I'm just used to Codex. I prefer Codex's CLI, the way it presents the information, the way it shows the history of your prompts. Anti-gravity, I'm not digging it. I know this is minor and this is more of a personal preference than anything. Wow, finally. that that feels like it took twice as long. All right. So now, all right. Now, interesting. Look at this animation. It leaves room for improvement for sure, but like let's give it a little bit more. Oh, okay. Marketing integrations guide, interesting. Something we didn't ask for. It didn't get the styling right, the spacing right. I'm not sure what happened. It didn't incorporate the nav header. It should have incorporated that brand identity, right? But it didn't. So that's a fail there. A very simple, right? Ceiling height. And then that forwards you there. Interesting. Gives a cool little, okay. Okay, I love that it did incorporate the sizing calculator actually onto the home page. Interesting. Okay. Now let's go ahead and test GPTs. Ooh, it nailed just like the framing, right? Uh, mind you, one could argue the styling, it looked better from Gemini's output, but I just love this framing. Didn't have the animation, which is a bummer, but let's go ahead and just max home square foot. This one doesn't have that option of a bar, hot climate. Okay. And then it takes us there. Let's see, did it incorporate it onto the homepage as well? It did. Okay, interesting. I mean, it's embedded. I don't like that this is an iframe. This is something I would want to vibe code to fix, right? It should not be an iframe. You should not be able to scroll within here. That's just a bad user experience. Yeah, wow. Man, I gotta say, I was not expecting this. I was not expecting Gemini's 3.5 Flash to do as good as it did. Yeah, listen, I don't think there's a winner or a loser here. I think that, you know, from the perspective of speed, two of the three artifacts, Gemini's, you know, 3.5 Flash wins. However, when it comes to structure and feeling professional, I got to give the upper hand to GPT. Yeah, I don't think there's a clear winner here because we didn't give it a brand identity. We let it create its own. So from the perspective of brand identity, I think Gemini did a more creative job, you know, generating the images, you know, creating these kind of colorful effects here, adding some cleverness to this top banner for sure. Gemini Flash wins it. But when it comes to like a professional structure and a more sound code base, I'm going to have to give it to GPT. But I don't like the layout of this landing page. But GPT did nail the back end, in my opinion. GPT rather Gemini's backend was good, but it would require a lot of work. All right, so key takeaways here. I'm not telling you one model is better than the other. I think each serves its purpose, each has its strengths, and each has its weaknesses, right? I think from the perspective of creating a very user-friendly landing page, Gemini 3 Flash nailed it. It was quick, amazing. Imagine what it would do with a little bit more details about the brand, with your logo. I love that it created this image by itself. I know GPT would have done that if I asked, but it didn't think for itself and do it itself. So that was kind of concerning to me. When it comes to building the dashboard, the back end, a more reliable code base, just based off of my experience, listen, I didn't compare the two code bases, right? This is not something I would push to production, but almost guaranteed GPT wins it from that perspective. So I think, if you want to try to use both models in parallel together, have Gemini handle the user experience, the UI, have GPT handle the backend, the dashboards, the functionality of things, and let them work together. You don't have to choose one versus the other. So I hope you found some value in today's video. Now, I'm not an AI expert. I'm building in public and sharing what actually works. If you want to see me make a particular video around a specific topic, drop a comment below. Let me know who you are, what you do, who your target audience is, and what your question is, and I will add a video to my queue, custom tailored just for you. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. My name's Marcelo. This is Clearmud, and clarity matters.